what would you advise your younger self? If you're going to have a conversation with yourself, say, I don't know, let's go back to like when you're starting to come up, say your teen years. I mean, you didn't go pro till what, 20, what?
23. 26.
26. So what would you, how about your 25-year-old self as you're just starting to just make your way, like about to be recognized?
25, I probably would have told myself 20. Stop playing around and, you know what I'm saying, stop kicking it with the boys and ball out, because I wish it like 4 years, man, before I jumped back and got back into rugby. So I always go everywhere I went. It's like people that always in my ears, like my mentors, you know what I'm saying? That Tony and Grant Wells, like the Wells brothers in San Francisco. Like, why you not playing rugby? It went from that, like even my own family was like, man, why you ain't playing rugby, man? All that talent, man, if I had your talent, I'd be balling right now. But, you know, myself at that time, man, I was just young and dumb. And, you know, that's my party days. And I didn't want to hear or listen to anybody at the time. I'd probably tell myself, younger self, like, man, get your together, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that you're not cussing.
You know what I'm
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, you know,
get it together, dude.
Get it together, because you know, me signing my first pro contract overseas at 26 is late.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, to them overseas, that's late. You got boys signing pro contracts overseas at like 18, 19, straight out the academy,
straight at U18.
So, yeah, man,
21s.
I probably would have told myself, my younger self, and get it together. Stop playing around.
little fire under thy ass kind of thing. Huh?
Sure.
I can respect that.
Right, no doubt, man.
I think we all like really want to tell ourselves that, but you know, we're all in a hurry to get grown, and then we, you know, mess around in our 20s typically. Hence, my son was born in my early 20s, so there's that. How old were you when you had your first child?
21.
I was 22,
I was
so
I was the late bloomer, man. I was 38.
Oh, really?
39. Yeah.
Okay.
I was 39 when I had
How
that.
dare you have discipline?
Yeah,
he shoots, he scores! No, that never happened.
Yeah. That sucks. I mean, it sucks that I waited so long, but I mean, wait for the right one, man.
Facts.
That's it, man. Wait for the right one. So, besides rugby, what other stuff do you like to do outside of rugby?
Man, my downtime, just like to make some music. Music, you know, it calms me, and just a different space.
What kind of music?
Reggae music.
Reggae?
Maybe some reggae beats. Man, you can look up Will 84. A little brother right there, man. Check out his music, man. Good reggae music, good for you. Just listen to reggae music, man.
Keeps you calm.
Keeps me calm, you know what I'm saying? And besides that, chill with the fans, or you know what I mean, do some concrete work.
I was
Get out there and bust some concrete, you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna ask you,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
plug away, dude.
I was gonna say, plug away. What's that, Smash Brothers?
Oh yeah, Smash Brothers, man. Smash Brothers construction, man.
Man, they do good work. Lovely work, man.
Did it at his place.
Yeah, go check it out, man.
If you're in Seattle or in Washington, man, y'all need new driveway, retaining wall, walkways, steps, whatever, man. Hit me up.
It's amazing, dude.
Absolutely.
I've seen the work he does. Man, successful in that, he's successful in rugby. What are you not successful in? So, I mean...
The mentor with Seattle and the boys. Your coach material. We all know it. So, what's up, man? When are you going to do some academy stuff? Or when are you going to mentor these men on a coaching level? Because, like, not that you don't still have the fire and the athletic ability, because that's not what I'm saying. But it seems like it's a little bit more your passion, because you're quite the mentor in all sincerity.
Man, I'm just waiting for the opportunity, you know what I mean? I do want to do some coaching, though. I mean, if it's at the pro level or college level, I mean, anybody that needs any type of advice or any type of coaching, maybe not if you're a back, you know what I'm saying? But
So forwards only, is that what you're saying?
Forwards, yeah.
You're looking for defensive coaching.
Oh yeah, for defensive coaching, though, man.
What about one of these clubs out here? This high school level. Would you be interested in coming out and helping once in a while in the league?
Oh yeah.
Because I know
I'm making an appearance, you know what I'm saying?
it would be like, so outside looking in, and I'm going to take this moment. Rainier used to help manage them a lot. And when it comes to the scrum, they really, like, they don't have a whole lot of leadership and direction.
Mm-hmm.
In just one or two practices, we had Louis Hinton come out. And it made such a dramatic difference with these guys, because now they had direction. Now they had understanding of, like, movement within the scrum and how it makes such a difference within your teammates in the push.
Well, and they have that come from somebody who did it and was super successful in it. Tell you, hey, this is what I did, this is what I would do, versus your coach, which, no offense, might be a good coach, but probably never did it at that level.
Well, like, if he's a back,
Yeah.
that coach is not helping this
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, man.
All right, I'm about to pimp you out. You know that. I'm about to. Like, just saying, bro. You open your mouth, I got to record it. You guys heard it, right? You guys, everybody heard it. Like, it's going to be on the banner down there. Like, no, real talk. Like, just, blessed if he comes through.
And that same day, Rugby will come through. That same day.
Yeah.
Wherever he's
Fundraisers are real.
Wherever he's at, I don't know.
Yeah, that guy. No, it'd be super cool.
That's where it starts at, you know what I'm saying?
Grassroots.
Grassroots, high school. It's easier to do from high school because they get it and they'll learn it. And then they can apply that from there to men's rugby, you know what I mean? Or they're going to play club rugby,
U18s
you
and
know what I'm saying?
U21s.
And then bump up next level of rugby. They'll get the whole get down of how to scrum or whatever it is has to do with rugby. They know what it takes to bump up to the next level. And yeah, man. If I can help, I'll slide and help. I mean,
That's awesome. I'm sure they.
I'll be knocking on your door
Sure
about
they would love
February,
that.
March-ish. Just saying. Because,
I
I mean, it's one, you present yourself in front of these young bloods, and it's like, it's a huge impact. Even though it may seem like nothing to you, you're a freaking god to these guys. You're a superhero. Let's put it that way. You're a superhero to these guys. You're like, look at it, it's Superman, or it's the Hitman. Just putting out there.
if this was a farm, the goats would be over here. Let's say it, bah. The goats would be over here. That's what I'm saying, man.
I wonder who Nick's favorite athlete is.
I mean, this guy over here.
I do.
This guy over here is cool. I like this guy.
I think it's time for another pour, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm in it.
I'll be down, man.
This is good, man.
Don't mind us while we pour.
Yeah, observe
Yeah.
greatness. And FYI, you know, you got to have a soda, you got to have some candy, something to clean the palate, chase it. It's kind of the hidden secret of it all.
Hey, and so off rugby topic. Why the Raider banner on here?
Yeah, I see this got tribal designs in it
I love
too.
that,
Just
man.
putting
I wish I would have seen that before I got my tattoo on my leg, and I would have done that. I love that.
Well, you get a whole lot more skin. You can go.
You already know, man. Raider Nation.
Hey, all day, every day.
All day, every day.
It's another reason why I love it.
Yeah. Right? All right, save it. Save it for after the camera. You guys can make out later.
This bucket right here been through some things, y'all.
It's probably if this bucket could talk, we're gonna have him on next week.
Right, right.
He probably got some stories.
I'm sure he's seen some stuff, even if it is out of one eye.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a lot of people's jumping out this bucket.
Sure.
It's funny. I went to TJ up in Federal Way, and we were the Raiders, and I had a patch made on the back of my Letterman's coat that looks a lot like that, except for, of course, it was a blue eye out of one eye.
Yeah. Well, they were blue and yellow.
They were gold and red.
Oh, gold and red.
But like the blue eye was to represent me being in the helmet. But you know,
I was thinking of Tahoma.
no, yeah,
No,
don't cuss, Mike. No. Don't cuss.
Right on.
What else you got? You got anything else?
I'm good.
Let's do the let's do the
Great American Rugby.
Great
question.
American. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So, to wrap everything up, in Great American Rugby tradition, you have to give thanks or gratitude to one or more person that helped you along your rugby journey. You don't have to just keep it to one. You can as many as you want.
Man, I'm about to say my wife.
Oh yeah. Lowe's SPAD.
Especially for moving to England. Hey man, you want us to move to where?
You want to move away from
Hello, hello,
Hello,
Governor. T. It's like you want me to move where?
Yeah, I'm about to say my wife, man. She been there through it all, man. Through the rough times, tough times. Yeah. I'm about to say my wife on that one.
Good, I like that. That's it.
To this day, you know what I'm saying? She's been the backbone of the family, and she's been the most of my games, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, and just to talk to her at the games,
Yeah.
dude, she's so down to earth and she's so cool to talk to, and I mean, and the kids too. I mean, I love
24 hours after having birth to one of the children.
going to a game,
Right? Like, I don't know about the rest of us, but we'd probably be like, yo, bro, you're on your own.
Yeah, right.
You're going to be good. You're going to be golden. I'm praying for you. We're sitting over here because I'm, like, trying to heal up. Saying.
Even, you know what I'm saying? Even, like when we played the All Blacks, you know what I'm saying? We was fortunate enough to have my brother-in-law, her brother, June and 9, staying with us right at the time in England. So she did a surprise pull-up. So she flew in from England to Chicago. I didn't even know. She popped up and she watched us play the All Blacks. And that was a big surprise. Man, you can watch that video on YouTube too. I was surprised. I was just like, the whole time she was behind me, and I was taking some photos of my aunt and uncle. And you can just hear the boys in the back. He wasn't ready.
I love that she's talking smack. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm going to say my wife, and you know, my pops for sure. My pops, he's been through it all, you know what I'm saying? And man, like, I wouldn't hear from my pops for months, and then I get a call. Oh, it's pops. Jump on the phone. I'm like, hey, what's up, pops? First thing he talks about is like, hey, happened in the game? I'm like, hey,
Busting you.
Busting your chops.
Like, what happened? You don't want to say what's up? Say what's
Straight
up?
to it, man.
How we doing? He's like, oh yeah, hey, how you guys doing? But yeah, what happened? Why didn't they pass you the ball? I was like, I don't know, man. I'll just say my pops, man. He's just riding it under the radar too. And, I have to say one more is my Uncle Father, you know what I'm saying? He's the one that pushed me back to get back into rugby as well when I was playing around. My club rugby days. And I was just, like I said, being young and dumb. He's the one like, hey, you need to go back and play rugby. You want to make a life? You need to go back and play rugby. Don't be out here in the streets doing what you're doing. You need to get back and go play rugby.
Oh, thank God he did.
So,
I'm into that. We all get to witness it now.
Right?
I have to say Uncle Father, R.I.P. Uncle Father,
R.I.P.
off us, man. And yeah, I have to say those three. Those three, and well, my man, gotta be my wife, because she's been there through it all.
Thank God for her too.
Isn't that a reality?
You know?
How about you, bro? You got somebody you want to represent?
Man, I would just say, I mean, we're always going to be on a rugby journey, so the journey never stops.
Seriously.
So, man, I would say my boy, because my boy Jack is getting at an age where he wants to play sports, and I know he just mentioned, I mean, this is obviously be recorded and released later, but at the time tonight, he said he wanted to, hey, Dad, don't they have, he talked about playing basketball, and he said, hey, Dad, don't they have a kids rugby thing? And I'm like, would you like to play? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, sure. He's like I think they have one tomorrow. He's like, sign me up. I'm like, sweet, like,
yes!
like that's what I want to hear. But then I was like, hey, they might tackle, because he's not a, hey, let's wrestle around and hold me kind of kid. So I'm like, he's a basketball, or like a, if he's in close quarters, it's a punching, boxing kind of. He's not like a jiu-jitsu, let's hold, grapple, wrestling kind of, So I'm worried about the tackling, but I'm like, you're young, they probably won't teach you that. They'll probably teach you more ball skills, but he seems super excited to do that. So I'm like, okay, let's see where that goes, and
tell him to run it straight.
see where that goes. I mean, and he's fat. I mean, I've seen him after I picked him up at school. I've seen him run with his friends, and I put him in school a year late, so he's in kindergarten at 6 instead of 5, so he's head and tails above all the other kids, and he's fast, man. So I'm like, I like to see that when they play tag after school. He's always out in front, and nobody can catch him. I'm like, that's what I like to see, man.
That's
so
good, man. I mean, and we don't introduce tackle until like 5th and 6th grade.
Yeah, so I'd love to get him in that. I'd love to get him in that and see if he likes it. So I mean, I would absolutely adore that.
Yeah, and just to expose him to it, really, just so he can say he was exposed to rugby in its sincerity.
Yeah.
And then if he decides to come back because he doesn't like it at the moment, at least he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He's been exposed to it, which a lot of American kids haven't.
And then I can say, you know what, man? If you want to learn more, I got this buddy over here.
Right.
I can teach you to run straight. Run straight.
Just saying.
Running straight.
What about you, man?
Oh man, I've been racking it up in my head. There's a lot of positive influences that I'm lucky enough to know and have grace. I'm gonna throw this name out there. It's just been within the last year. The guy's been class act. Had dinner with him a couple of times, and I the problem with getting to know people in this world is the problem is staying humble, because the reality is there's so much greatness around us, especially as the MOR becomes and grows. But let's say Sam Harris, the coach of Chicago currently. He was the coach of AG. He turned AG around, made him successful before the owner messed all that up.
Screwed that up.
He went to Chicago Hounds in such a short amount of time, made something out of them. Yeah, they weren't massively successful their first year, but that's not normal anyway. So look at it. Dallas Jackals.
They have a year under their belt. They have a year under their belt now, and they're bringing the majority of the same players back.
Well, they hosted the championship.
That was a success.
Him and James English, man, I got mad respect for him. I mean, I got mad respect for a lot of clubs, but Chicago Hounds are my second team all day, every day, and I really respect the way they're coming up. And Sam Harris is the backbone of that bad boy. Real talk.
There is no second team.
Yeah, whatever, dude. I don't have that thought, man. That's an American thought with American football. I don't play that shit. So look
on my leg.
I said that word again. Twice.
There's no Chicago tattoo on my leg.
That's okay. Yeah, let him do him. But no, big talk. Sam Harris, he's respectful. I was lucky enough to the last time Seattle played AG. I was the one of two people that was not a player or directly the guy that was with me with Mats Osberg, and he was one of the players' dad, and they knew I was coming and they let me come.
I know you had your AG
shit. I had AG shit on earlier, yeah. So I showed up in AG stuff, and they were like, "Whoa, I'm surprised you're not wearing Seawolves." And I was like, I didn't want to disrespect you. I'm like, I got here for the captain's run. Seattle didn't let me come to the captain's run. I'm respecting you. I love rugby. At the end of the day, I love rugby. I'm loyal to rugby. And that's that. Just straight. And it's been wonderful. I've been able to keep a relationship with the man. He's been kind enough to share information with me that I can't share with anybody else, but couldn't ask for a better friendship or bromance, whatever you want to call it. Got to meet his kids, got to meet his wife. The guy's got big plans for rugby in Chicago, and I can't wait to see how it develops. So,
I got one more question.
Go for it.
I know we already said we're done with questions, but I have one more question. If you had to give some advice for some young kid, because this is on the internet forever. If you had advice for some young kid that wanted to play rugby, who wants to be successful like you were, what would be the advice that you would give them?
Man.
Or even my son. I mean, my son absolutely adores you. So just like I do. So I mean, he absolutely adores you. If I show him, hey, you want to be successful, look, Samu's got some advice for you. This is the advice you need. What advice would you give a youngster coming up?
Man, you gotta have both feet in. Because if you don't, you have one foot in, man, you're gonna be second taking, man. Second guessing about why am I even doing this? You gotta have passion for the game, you know what I mean? And like they said, you gotta listen, and be teachable. You just gotta have it's just something different. It's not like playing football. It's not like playing basketball. Rugby's a whole different ball game, and you just gotta have a passion for it.
Okay, that's good. I mean,
yeah, I mean it's just straight.
If you're looking to get into that, that's what you have to have passion for it. If you don't have passion for it, it ain't gonna work out for it. Like a lot of things in life. So,
yeah, I mean that's great advice, in my personal opinion.
Man, it's just like going through a tackle, you know what I mean? Or running the ball, you can't run it at 50%. You can't run at the guy at 50% to make a tackle. You gotta know, like, there's a little dude, there's a big dude running the ball. That little dude thinks about it, he's gonna get hurt. And if that little dude, like, well, I'm about to smack this ball, he won't get hurt.
Like I said, go watch his highlight. You see those little guys running 50%. You see him run 100. You see how that ended up.
Oh, I saw some highlights too where you'd hit them, and then you could see where your mental discipline was there because you're wrapping up, even though you're having to adjust your hands because the first spot you grabbed there was nothing there, kind of concept. So you go like to the knee or the thigh or whatever, and you're just wrapping up, which is massive discipline. Because obviously we saw the World Cup and how many of them were not wrapping up, and hence why the yellow cards popped up. But there's that.
I mean, that just goes along with rugby IQ and just knowledge of the game, man. I mean, like
mental discipline.
Watching. Yeah, I mean, let's say watching his highlights, man. You see like I said on a whale here, the ball offloading right before getting tackled, or seeing things down the field and expecting something to happen and being ready for it, or just outrunning the opponent, or kicking through, or seeing the hit before you hit somebody. It's like, I mean, the rugby IQ and knowledge this guy has is just.
That's just another part of my game, man, because I love the offload. I love hooking up boys for tries. And, because I know teams are going to, they're going to try to come after me.
Yeah.
So I know I'm going to take at least 2 or 3 players. There's got to be an opening somewhere. That's why boys that know how to play with me, they're like, oh yeah, just get, I just got to find a hole, see what's open, because I know something to offload.
Yeah.
So that's one of them,
It's like,
my favorite parts of the game as well is the offload.
It's a Matthew Johnson thing, dude. It's like it's Devontae Adams, man. Going back to the Raiders, I'll take the double team, get this guy over here the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Or Magic, man. I want to make the spectacular no look pass when I want to be the highlight and offload. I'd rather have him score because I know I can do this and score.
Teamwork makes the dream work,
man.
And it couldn't be more valid any more than the situation you're talking about. Well, hey, thank you for watching us. Please like us, comment,
subscribe,
pop off. I don't care. Like, give us your opinion, even if we don't, really like it at first. At least constructive criticism. I'll take it.
If there's something you don't like, let us know, man. We'll try to fix it, man. If there's anybody you want to see us interview in the future, let us know. Comment or.
You guys got questions that you think are really good, valid, something we haven't asked? Pop off. I love the idea of constructive criticism, because at the end of the day, that means you care and you want to see better performance over here. And we're all learning as fast as we can.
I mean, and maybe we'll put up future interviews, and if you have questions for those specific persons, then we can get those in. So,
and if you have a company that wants to sponsor on this bad boy, we're here. We're here to recognize. We're here to help.
You couldn't hit us up faster.
Yeah, do that.
And just so you know, sponsored by Smash Brothers Construction.
There we go. Yep.
Everybody, peace out.
Thank you.